Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So, popping on to pull us a Sacred Rebels guidance message. Let's get our midweek message for the collective today. And let's get some guidance from the Sacred Rebels and find out what's going on for you and what would like to come through for you today. So, thank you, Sacred Rebels. Let's get a message, please, for the collective. Let's find out what guidance needs to come through for the collective today. So let's begin. Thank you, Spirit. Please can we have a message for the collective today? It's the most significant message. Okay, so we've got card 3, inspiration, and we have card 14, going beyond normal. Okay, card 3 and card 14, inspiration. Something has inspired you and it is out of the norm. It's an idea that could be far-fetched. Perhaps it's looked upon by others as being far-fetched and far out there. Their fearful minds are running their shows. You're being inspired to do something differently. You're being inspired to do something different. Different than the norm. Your ideas are a divine direct link. Yeah, direct link to divine. That's where your inspiration comes from. It comes direct from source. Flows into your mind. You are an inspiration. You help others to think about things differently. You open others up to their creativity. You help others to see in a new way. You give people great ideas. You are a source of inspiration. What's the bottom of the deck today? We've got card 6. Shock. The new. There you are. Receiving all this inspiration from source. The music. The connection to nature. It all transpires and your throat chakra here is lit up. Shock of the new. You're doing things differently. Let's split the deck. Free from judgment. Free from love. Free to love. Shock of the new. You're doing things differently. You freed yourself from judgment. From others' judgment. Because you see where that judgment really stems from within them. And you freed yourself. The green colour here with this card, which is the heart chakra. You've freed your heart. You've set your heart free. from the judgment that's keeping you trapped and stuck and perhaps preventing all this growth that is now taking place for you. You are free to love and you are doing things differently. Top of the deck, inner trust. Because you are trusting, you're trusting this inner wisdom, you are trusting this guidance that you're receiving, you're trusting this inspiration, these ideas, these truths coming to you from source. So let's read today's message. Find out. The sacred rebels have to say to you today. So card 3. An idea has captured your attention, or will do so very soon. It may be a grand vision or the vague sense of something that could be. You are being encouraged to accept the vision, the idea, or the inspiration, as it is important to your creative and spiritual growth. Also, it is possible. The bee is bringing you healing, medicine, wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. The bee is a powerful spirit totem. Bees are able to fly with wings that are significantly small in proportion to their heavier bodies. They can do so because of the sheer speed with which their wings move. Your idea, even if it seems like a big, substantial plan that might be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, can succeed. You will attract great helpers to you, and the earth will support the success of this project, idea, or vision, because it is about helping the greater good, as well as your own growth and development. When the earth mother lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth, you know you have an exceptionally powerful ally to your cause. Let this bring you confidence. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm, an expectation of magic and marvelous synchronicity as people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration into reality. This idea has the potential to flower into so much more than you realize. It has great potential. It can become something that feeds and nourishes others on their creative and personal healing paths too. It has the quality of a mission and is so much more than one singular idea. When an inspiration comes from the greater creative intelligence of the universe, even when it makes itself known as an idea coming through a human source, all that is needed to bring it into being will be available at the right time. For the human channel of the idea, it is just a matter of being open, receptive, trusting, and enthusiastic about what has come through. Everything required for each step will be naturally attracted to support the success of the project according to divine timing. The healing process below will help you manifest the support needed for your inspiration to take flight. This oracle also comes with the message that you are a vehicle for inspiration. You are meant to think and do things differently. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas are special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universal creative source, and you are being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. To sum up, this card indicates that sweet success, like abundant honey, is coming your way through your commitment to and development of an idea that you have already had or will soon receive. See it through to the end. Believe. Okay, so before we move on to the next card, let's do the healing process. Place your hands in prayer position at your heart, or lay them in your lap with palms facing upwards in a gesture of receiving. Say aloud, may my inspired idea be blessed by the creative intelligence and love of this universe. May the perfection of divine timing govern the unfolding of this idea into its most beautiful and fulfilling form. May this idea attract the most nourishing people, situations, and opportunities, so that it may live out its destiny to make a positive contribution to the world. Through sacred genius, love, and grace, so be it. When you are ready, sit quietly and say, I commit myself, body, heart, mind, and soul, to that which will illuminate me with golden inspiration and uplift me and those around me with love. I am open to receive all the support and protection needed to truly honour this commitment. So be it. Now, rest for a moment to complete your healing process. If you notice imagery of bees, actual bees, or people dressed like them when you are out and about, know that this is the universe playfully confirming your healing through this oracle. Okay, going beyond normal. On the path of life, there are deciding moments when we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honour either art or science, garden or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you enhance rather than hinder your life journey. You are being asked to stay open to the intuitive approach in your life, your work, your creativity, as well as in your spiritual journey. The intuitive approach can be likened to the method of a gardener or an artist. There is a sense of what might work where, and a loose or even a detailed plan, but how the plan is carried out will depend on and respond to the flow of its surroundings. There is no need to control the situation, but rather a desire to nurture an idea to fruition. You may have pressures around you from the world or from your own conditioned nature to do things according to the rules, to a deadline, or to the accepted mainstream view that you need a well thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively truthful in the moment and to trust that you are being led towards your own growth. Adopting this approach means you have to do far less planning and far more living. It is a pure and heart-centered way to manifest your art, your life path, and your essence into practical expression in the world. It involves a willingness to be led by nature instead of trying to control the powerful force of life, which is a bit like trying to fit a proverbial ocean in a teacup. It is far more intelligent to allow the ocean to be the ocean and to learn to swim in it rather than trying to cram into a vessel that is much too small. This oracle brings you a special piece of guidance. You are moving outside of the plan. You are living on the border of what is socially accepted. This is good. This is fringe-dwelling freedom. Others might not see this about you straight away as you seem pretty normal, but that secret, eccentric streak is just waiting to show itself. And maybe you are an out and proud fringe dweller, completely comfortable with this way of being. Either way, this oracle brings you the message that you now have a chance to live from the heart more deeply and expressively than ever before. If you, it wants you to realize that this is a legitimate, empowered and creative way to live that honors all of who you are. You can give up forcing or squashing yourself down into a very limited set of so-called desirable qualities like intellect and control. If you are yet to relate to this consciously, this oracle brings you the further message that you are going to be breaking with tradition. Perhaps not entirely, but at least in a way that is meaningful to you. This will require you to have courage in your convictions and faith in your heart truths. This will help you and inspire others around you to step out of fear and live more freely and lovingly. You are not necessarily meant to abandon logic and intellect altogether. You are to use them to serve the desires of the heart, rather than to replace its naturally spontaneous and truthful nature with controlled planning and narrow strategy. It's time to get a bit wild and let nature take its course. Shock of the new. So, tell me, what wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual. It might be hard to decipher, like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time. It might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. This oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of this birth may be a shock to you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation. But you must bear the strangeness first. That strangeness might be something that rattles your belief about yourself and your world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be the unique, sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Nature never shies away from strange beauty. She allows for endless diversity, and her sacred works are often peculiar and stunning. You live within her field of creative grace as a specially created work that also creates. You are being asked to surrender any fear you may have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You are being asked to make peace with strange beauty and to let it happen through you in creative flow. Perhaps you need to allow your conventional ideas of beauty to become even more inspired and open. Perhaps you can allow your need for the world to behave according to your fixed ideas to fall away. you will receive so much more in its place. This oracle comes with a special message for you. There are rumblings and stirrings of the creative life force happening now, deep in the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have consciously felt this already, with excitement, discomfort, or both. If you have not yet sensed these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for the big shift of new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of that which is foreign stepping into your life. This is life creating the stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. Don't be nervous if the rumble of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks boats, bursts forth as novel ideas and changes things in a way that is out of your control. This is life happening. Free fall into it. The oracle of the shock of the new comes to you saying, the old way is on its way out. You are being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coerced into the new. You can handle it. This oracle brings you guidance. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life. This is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant, or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be. You are being asked to dispense of your reliance on the past and what have been your tools to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods. You will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experiment with new ways to be. Life will show you the way. Thank you, everybody. So, I hope you have enjoyed today's message, and I hope that you have found this reading helpful. Thank you once again for joining me, and thank you to everybody that has been liking and subscribing. Thanks for all of your comments. Much love to all of you. Happy Tuesday. So I will see you next time. Thank you. Take care. Bye for now.